KPMG has made it its business to forge strong relationships with the finance minister and the prime minister. Last summer, KPMG and other major firms hosted Stephen Harper at the Chartered Professional Accountants Group headquarters in Toronto. It was a first-of-its-kind visit by a sitting prime minister. But behind the scenes, KPMG had a problem. The Canada Revenue Agency discovered the firm was selling an offshore tax scheme in the Isle of Man, which the CRA alleges is a sham.
There's one next to it.
CBC went to the Isle of Man and discovered the scheme is built on secrecy.
We have no further comments at all.
Confidentiality.
Back in Canada, KPMG has gone to court fighting a judge's order demanding it hand over files of its Isle of Man clients. The accountants' lobby group, the CPA, asked to intervene in the case, also concerned about the handing over of client materials. Yet in public, you'd never have known. Last fall, the Harper government announced a new partnership with the CPA, the accountants' lobby group. A first-ever agreement, a new era of information and collaboration. It's raised eyebrows among some watchdogs.
This is a serious problem, and certainly a perception of conflict of interest. The government shouldn't be cozying up to companies that they've taken to court over very serious allegations.
What's more, CBC News has learned a CRA employee, a special advisor on tax compliance, left his job at the CRA in early 2013. A few weeks later, he went to work for the Chartered Professional Accountants. Bill Dobson declined an on-camera interview but has told CBC he wasn't involved in the KPMG audit, and his CRA bosses recommended him for the new industry job. Duff Conacher of Democracy Watch teaches government ethics.
It smells very badly because essentially all of the relationships that are supposed to be arm's length or even further and more independent between government and the industry have instead become interlocking arms in partnership.
Dobson signed up as a paid lobbyist, sat on a CPA committee alongside a KPMG executive directly involved in the Isle of Man case. Now, the Minister of National Revenue, the Prime Minister's office, both say they were never lobbied on the KPMG tax case. And the CRA says that the rules that impose a one-year cooling-off period for all government employees who want to work for industry, well, they weren't in place at Canada Revenue back in 2013 when Dobson left. Those rules have since changed. Dave Seglin, CBC News, Ottawa.